Hello again, Mrs. Mitchell's Maths Group. Over the past 2 days, we have been looking at using and working out multiplication facts. And we've been looking at which, when we compare two sets of facts, which are greater, which are less than, which are equal to each other. So today, we're going to do a little bit more working out if a set of facts are greater, less than, or equal to each other. So if you haven't got a pencil and a piece of paper, go and get one now because we're going to get started. Pause the video while you get one. Okay, so just like yesterday, we're going to do an activity together and then you're going to try one on your own. This first activity says, circle the symbol, make the statement correct. So is this amount smaller than, greater than, or equal to this amount? So before we do anything, let's put the calculations in to help us. So I have got 4 6 times. I've got 4 6 times. 6 times 4, I need to make my pencil a little bit smaller. 6 times 4 is 24. And on this side, I've got 6. I've got 8 3 times. So I've got 8 3 times. 3 times 8, or 8 times 3, is 24. So 24 is the same as, is equal to, the 24 over here is equal to. Okay, so you're going to try this next one on your own. You're going to pause the video and have a go, and then we'll go through it together. Okay, so it says here, circle the symbol to make the statement correct. So this side here, is it greater than, less than, or equal to this side here? So I've got 3 4 times. I've got 3 4 times, and that's 12. And I've got 4 4 times. 4 4 times, 16. So 3 times 4 is smaller than 4 times 4. So this was the symbol we should have circled. Okay, we'll do the same again. We'll do the same again. I'll do one, then you're going to try on your own. True or false? Is this equal to this? So let's work out what we've got. I've got 4 3 times. I've got 4 3 times. That gives me 12. I've got 2, how many times? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I've got 2 6 times. 2 times 6 is 12. So is this true? 4 times 3 is equal to 2 times 6. Yes, it is. It's true. Okay, so your turn. Pause the video and have a go. Okay, let's look at this together. Is it true or false? This is less than, less than. So I've got 4 2 times. We've got 4 2 times. 4 times 2 is 8. And I've got 2 3 times. I've got 2 3 times. 2 times 3 is 6. So 4 times 2 is less than 2 times 3. Oh, it isn't, is it? 4 times 2 is greater than 2 times 3. So it is false. going to use a bar model now to help us. It says complete the bar model using less than, greater than, or equal to make the statement correct. I've got too much missing information at the moment. Let's work this out. 4 times. So that's 4 times. And that gives me 16. Now I've got 32 here and I've got to split it into 4 equal bits. So I'm going to go through my 4s till I get to 32. And I know that my answer is 8. 4 times 8 is 32. So 4 times 4, is it less than, greater than, or equal to 4 times 8? I've got 16 on this side, I've got 32 on this side, so it is less than. Okay, so you're going to try this one on your own. You can pause the video and have a go at it, and then we'll do it together. Okay, so 4 times something is 16. Well, I know from over here that 4 times 4 is 16. I can put my 4s in. 4 times 4 is 16. So my missing number here is 4. And I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So I've got 2 8 times. And 2 times 8 is 16. So 4 times 4 is equal to 2 times 8 because it gets a 16 on both times. Okay, so we're going to make sure that we can compare these statements. It says use the less than, greater than, or equals to complete the number comparisons. So I've got to compare these two sets of numbers. So before I do that, I'm going to need to work out what they're worth. So 5 times 8 is 40. I know that 5 times 8 is 40. And I've got 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And I know that 6 4s are 24. 24. So is 5 times 8 less than, greater than, or equal to 6 lots of 4? You're right, it's greater than. Now, how many 4s in 32? Well, I know there are 8 4s in 32. And how many 4s in 24? I've got a clue up here. There are 6 4s in 24. So 32 divided by 4 is greater than 24 divided by 4. Now, 24 divided by 2, so if I half that, I'm going to make 12. And 3 times 4 is 12. So they are the same. So they are equal to. Okay, here's one for you to have a go at. Remember, do the same again. Pause the video to have a go. Okay, let's have a look. 3 times 8 is 24. Let's see how many 3s I've got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 3 times 7 is 21. So 3 times 8 is greater than 3 times 7. How many 4s in 36? I know there are 9. And 24 divided by 2 is 12. So 36 divided by 4 is less than 24 divided by 2. How many 8s in 48? I know there are 6 8s in 48. And 3 times 4 is 12. So 48 divided by 8 is less than 3 times 4. So let's look at this one. 12 divided by 4. Marcy says that 12 divided by 4 is the same as, is equal to 3 times 4. Well, 12 divided by 4, well, I've got 12 here. If I split it into 4 groups, it gives me 3. And actually, I've got 3 4 times. And 3 times 4 is 12. So although the number facts are the same, the equal sign is wrong because 12 divided by 4 is 3 and 3 times 4 is 12. So this statement, this fact, is less than this fact. So in fact, we should have had the less than sign. Have a look at this one, see what you think. I'm just going to borrow our little sign to help us to remember. Here it comes. Okay, so Isaac says that 18 divided by 3 is equal to 3 times 6. Well, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3 times 6 is 18. But if I divide my 18 into 3 groups, it gives me 6. So he's wrong again because 18 divided by 3 is less than 3 times 6, even though we're using the same number fact to work out the answer. Okay, this is going to be our last one for today, children, so let's look at this very carefully. It says, use the digit cards to complete the statement. Find 3 different possibilities. So this is greater than. So the things on this side must come to a total that is greater than this side. So if, for example, I put an 8 in there, 8 times 4 is 32. So I could put a 2 in here and that would give me 12. So that's correct. Let's try another one. What if I put a 7 in there? So 7 times 4 is 28. And if I did 6 times 3, it would only give me 18. So that works. What if I did 8 times 4, which gives me 32, but I put my 4 in there and did 6 times 4, which gives me 24. There's lots of possibilities there. You're going to have a go at this side. Can you make one statement for me, just one, that is correct? Pause the video and have a go. Okay, so this side has got to be less than this side. So if I put a 5 in there, that would give me 40. So I've got to pick a number from here when I multiply it by 5 will give me less than 40. So I could pop 2 in there and that would give me 10. 10 is less than 40. I chose a different colour, have another go. If I put an 8 in there, 8 times 8 is 64. So, and if I put a 3 in here, 5 times 3 is 15. So lots of possibilities. Well done for concentrating on that today, children, because that was really, really tricky. I'm really impressed. Tomorrow, we're going to practice our times tables.